Hello everyone, this is Hachiri and we're going to go over automating the kilns today. Now this is actually a very simple process. A couple of people had shown that they were having issues with this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of get this done and just do a step-by-step, just real quick tutorial on it. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're gonna set up our charcoal here and we're gonna get our kilns set up because our kilns are going to be essentially what's going to be handling all of this, and gotta light it all on fire and do all that. So essentially we're going to be doing that. Now the thing we're going to be doing with this though is first we're going to be removing these blocks. Now these blocks here will stay, and it's important that those stay, but we'll get to that here in a minute. Now next we're just going to go ahead and make some fire sticks. We're gonna need about 8, but I think I only have enough room for 2 sets at a time, which is fine. And we're just gonna go and light each of these on fire and get that part at least done real quick. Now that these are on fire, we're going to finish building the rest of the contraption. So how this is going to work is we're going to be setting up a double conveyor system. And this double conveyor system is going to rotate. Now, we're gonna kind of block this off a little bit just so we don't have like fire everywhere. I mean, who needs that, right? So, normally I do it this way with a bunch of these, but you don't have to do it. I've made more compact ones, but we'll do it this way for now. This is going to be our insert, and this is going to be our output. Now, the output's going to be pointing this way up into this point, and this one is going to go like so. And then we get conveyors going all the way back to the chest. This is going to be a looping system to keep items from despawning, and we'll cover that shortly. Not that way. Alright. So this is how the conveyors work. The back ones are going to go through here, hop on this, and then insert into this chest for output. This is going to output the back. We're going to have inserts for all the kilns, and there's going to be another insert right here, and it's just going to be a loop system. Now, how we're going to set these up is each of these inserts are going to be set to insert items in all the conveyor. The reason being is since this is going to be in a loop, we're going to want this to insert an item if it's touching the conveyor. That way, if it's possible, while it's in the loop, it will grab an item if it can do so. This is going to be the default, which is insert items touching. And this insert is also going to be default, insert items touching. Okay. Now, the next thing is going to be the exports, and this is easy because these are all default. You don't even have to open it. It's just a black list or a white list, and you just basically put it on each one. Okay, and this is essentially how the system is set up. Now, just to see it in action, we're going to throw some cobble in there. As you see, it's spitting it out. It's putting it in the kilns. Here in a little bit, the kilns are going to cook and turn red and start cooking the cobble. And once that's done, you're going to see that the cobble's going to spit out the back and go into the other chest. But if you notice, it's going in a loop. Because if we didn't have this loop system, it would basically just build up at the end and all of the cobble would be on one side and it wouldn't take from that anymore. And eventually the items would actually despawn. But this gives you a nice little safety loop. As you see, it's putting the cobble in there and automates the entire system. You can just dump several stacks in here and you will have your cobble here the next time you come and look at it. And this way you can just dump it and forget it. Another thing you can do is if you walk too close right now, as you see, I just picked up the item. I believe you can grab some plastic and right click it on the conveyor and it will prevent you from picking up the item. I'm gonna double check that real quick. We're gonna get some of this cooking too because I need more plastic. But I'm pretty sure that if we add plastic to the conveyor, you will no longer be able. I can spell. You will no longer be able to pull the items off. So let's test that real quick. So we're back here. We have some plastic on us. Let's right click these conveyors. At least in the front here. Let's see what happens. Okay, it spits it out. I'm standing near it and the item is no longer going into my inventory. So let's go ahead and do these other ones while we're at it. And there you have it. The conveyor itself will pull the items in, but we can jump up here, ride with it, etc., and not pull any items off, and it's fully automated. And that is basically it. That's automating the kilns. You can expand this as much as you need, but it's pretty easy just using conveyor, industrial foregoing conveyors, and insert expert. And these are the recipes for conveyors. Conveyors is just plastic, stone gear, and coalescence. Stone gear, sticks, and cobble. The extractors are stone gears, a conveyor, slime ball, which you can get from making with rice, and plastic. And the insert is the same thing with a whopper, but instead of the slime. So really simple to do. Very good way of early game automation, so that while you're making materials for one thing, instead of waiting around for it, you can just throw them all in here, automate it, and then move on to the next thing. And that's pretty much it for this. So if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment or you can hit me up on Discord. And have a nice day.